Hey yo, this is Gapkas Media, also known as Kreatives Are All Pushing, a creative platform that amplifies creative stories in Cape Town, South Africa, and beyond. Today, we have Levin Flows, also known as Odwa Melane from the Eastern Cape, currently pursuing a diploma in graphic design and a music career in Cape Town. This is a rapper whose music extends the lived realities of black men from broken families and societies. Mixtape like the Monologue Collection One is a key example of speaking about these realities. He produces his own music from beats to the production, helping to form a troupe Highlights, which consists of other artists who are talented and interested in being part of the hip hop scene. Artists like Aries are one of his influences in his artistry. Let's dive deep into the conversation and hear more about this artist. Hey yo, this is Venati Mona, and we are here with Levin Flows. We are back again, man, with another episode where we cover creatives around Cape Town, and we are talking right here now with an artist who's been doing so much, man. Like in this vicinity that I'm in right now, he's pushing right here in Cape Town, but all the way from Eastern Cape. My brother, please take us through, man. Who are you and what are you doing?
Shout out, bro. Thank you very much for having me. I go by the name 11 Flows, and I come all the way from the Eastern Cape, 041 at eGqeberha. If you know where that is, shout out to you, man. I always say that. So what I do basically, I make music. I make hip hop music. I'm a rapper, songwriter, producer, and I've been making music for more than 5 years right now. And I fell in love with music from a young age, like with my background, where I grew up in a household that really loves music, and everybody in that household, like everybody, they got their own music taste, and apparently I was the odd one out who fell in love with hip hop, and then I even went as far as making it. So yeah.
So, my brother, please take us through, man. Like your upbringing, like how did it inspire you? As you are saying that, like the music aspect of things, that the way people that were already like listening to different sounds of music, but you, how did that type of music like inspired your type of sound that you're doing right now? And also, like, how does the hip hop come into a space of you enhancing yourself in the hip hop space, becoming an artist in the hip hop space?
Okay, so how my background influenced my music taste, that's what you're asking me. It's basically the music that they were playing in the household, man. Like my mother would love herself some I was a hara and like some soul music, yeah, bro. Like Osolani Maola, like everything like that's African based, yeah, bro. But at the same time, with the American scene, about Whitney Houston and everything that's like R&B and soulful, yeah, bro. So my older brother, yeah, nah, he was into everything, yeah, bro. He was playing hip hop. He's the one who actually put me on Aries, yeah, bro. And as I've mentioned, he's like he was a big inspiration to me in terms of me starting my own thing, yeah, bro, making my own music, yeah, bro. And yeah, that's me having that surrounding, yeah, bro. Like it, it kind of did like put me in a place whereby um I want to do this thing myself as well, because I also had some friends that were also making music, yeah, bro, like Samaj. So I was also surrounded with him as well. So it was just like yeah, it was like a clan type thing whereby we all doing this thing together now, and yeah, and we still doing this shit together. Shout out my boy Samaj, man. Yeah.
So would you say that like that type of inspiration now inspired you to create a project like the Monologue Collection One, my brother? Because when I hear the type of sound that you're doing there, like you can hear that like it's inspired by those type of sounds, you know. There's soulfulness there, there's roughness there, there's that type of feel where Iris is doing that type of sound as well, you know. So take us through, man, like about your project, the Monologue Collection.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, my background did influence the type of music that I make now. Yeah, bro. The monologue, it's personal, it's vulnerable, it's real, it's authentic, it's who I am. Um, there's no holding back. I'm just putting my life on the line, yeah, bro. I'm putting my story out there, yeah, bro. I'm the type of artist that when I say something, it has to communicate something to the next person, yeah, bro. Somebody else should feel what I'm saying. They should like you get me. I don't just want to say some stuff for the club bangers and you know me. I want to make authentic music that speaks to the people and like the people can relate to, yeah, bro. So that's what the monologue was all about, yeah, bro. And as I've said, it's a collection of music that I've been working on since 2024 when I got here in Cape Town. So it's it highlights a period in my life whereby there was a lot going on, and it's like a snapshot of my life, like from 2024 until it's basically my growth. I'm just highlighting my growth. Yeah.
So with that now, like looking at that growth, did you see any changes throughout like creating this project? Where there were times like when you were recessive of putting out the project, because at times like when you were creating something, more especially when I reference to myself, maybe when I'm creating something, I create it at that specific moment for that specific feel that I'm feeling right now at that specific moment. But when I deviate away from that, it becomes another feeling. That's where now for me like it comes to that sense of now wanting to understand that like is there a different feel that you felt about pushing the project to this point, where you feel like now I just want to take back this thing because I don't know that I'm still feeling the same way about this thing anymore. This music is not feeling the same anymore, because those changes are happening throughout our journey. So for you, like the music, how did you kept going with the music that okay, I'm gonna release the project in 2026?
Yo, first of all, I never planned on making a project, but like I said, I blindly got into this project, but I was just making a whole bunch of songs, and with no end goal or what I want to do with it. But I never, at any point, and when I had the idea to put together the songs that I had and make it a project, I never had any second thoughts, as to is this like what I would really want to do? Do I still feel that same way? I still felt that same way, and the music to me, it's beautiful music, bro. Like the music is good. I'm not gonna lie, and if the music is good, it's always gonna be good. You see, nobody can take that away from it. And I never had any second thoughts towards like the project or anything. Like I trust in it, and I really believe in it. Yeah, yeah.
So making the project, what were the challenges that you were looking at right now, like that limited you like into doing maybe much better in the sound that you are pushing?
Are you asking like things that limited me, like in terms of achieving?
Limitations that you were facing,
Yeah.
financial pressures, maybe whatsoever that has
Or
limited
some
you,
challenges
yeah,
throughout the whole.
challenges and
Okay.
limitations that have held you to this point where you was like, okay, I'm gonna just push this stuff project.
Okay. So listen out, man. Yeah, this thing happened, man. So in terms of, there's a song called Borderline in the project, man. With Kylo. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Shawty, you know you're fine. You cannot let these niggas play with your heart. You hiding the pain, you faking a smile. You say that you're good when clearly you're not. You've been on my mind. I think about you like 1,000 times. I keep on rewinding. I was losing my words up in your face. Ain't nowhere to find them. Yeah, you say that you like me, but what?
So we lost the project file for that song, yeah, boy. Like I had made the beat, recorded my vocals. I lost the project file for that, yeah, boy. Like the whole project, we lost the beat, we lost everything. But fortunately, Kylo had the demo that I sent him, yeah, boy, like the demo, and he had recorded over that, yeah, boy. So the only part that's mixed on that song is just that Kylo's verse, yeah, boy. The rest is just the raw. So that song, people have been telling me they love it so much. That song is raw. It's just a demo with just Kylo's verse mix. So that was a challenge because we did try to find the project. We did try to remake it, but it wasn't gonna be the same. You see, and that song, it did sound good to me honestly, and I had no problem dropping as a demo. Like yeah, so that's one of the biggest challenges that we face. It was too down. Like it was we lost the whole thing. And I really wanted to I did want to like maybe mix it in terms of like getting it to sound like better and everything, but it was good already. Like I had no problem dropping it like how it is. And there were also some songs that I wanted to add on the project, but then we took them down because I didn't want it to be too much and overwhelming to people. Yeah, but I wanted I felt like 12 songs, it's okay, yeah, because it was gonna be like 15 at first, and then it's like, nah, let's cut down some songs. Some of the songs I even dropped them as like singles, yeah, but Floating was gonna be on the album, a mixtape actually, it was gonna be on the mixtape. There's also one that I dropped this lyrical visualizer on YouTube. It's called Highly Inspired. It was also gonna be there, and there's another one that I'm forgetting. But yeah, we were gonna have 15 songs initially. Yeah,
I think Float was not supposed to be on the project, you know, like because when I was listening to the project, I don't think that it it gets there like in that sequence, you know, because that sequence like it sounds very well in that way it is, yeah. So there's a balance there, but that type of sound of Float was not supposed to
yeah,
be there in that
I hear
project.
you on that. Yeah, true, true. That's why now I decided, nah, let me just drop it as a single first, yeah, bro. And see how people take it, yeah, bro. And that's why I was doing the whole rollout whereby I was putting up stickers, I was going in clubs, putting the stickers up and everything, yeah, bro, doing the challenge of me. Because hey, bro, it's a whole process, you get. So yeah, and that's something I really I take it so serious, like the arrangement, the sequencing of the project. Yeah, that's something I really take seriously. That's why floating was one of the songs that had to be sacrificed and put out there. Yeah.
So those are the challenges that you've faced so far. Any financial pressures that you felt about the project? You know, maybe you felt like, ish, there's so much money that was spent on this, but I'm not making it back.
Yo, yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, man. There was some things that I wanted to do on the project, but then in terms of financial pressures, I couldn't make them happen. But in terms of everything that I've done, I don't regret anything. Like I understand I'm investing in myself as an upcoming artist. Um, my main goal right now is not making 1,000 money from what I'm doing, but eventually I will get there for sure, for sure. I'm still investing in myself, and I don't regret any money that I've spent or anything that I'm putting out because it's an investment at the end of the day. And for the listening session, I wanted to do a live band. I wanted to perform with a live band. I did mention it, but then that couldn't happen as well because of the financial pressures that I was facing. But next time for sure. Next time.
Yeah, man, like as you were saying about the listening session, you wanted a live band. I saw what you were doing there. Like it felt like a live band as well. Like, you know, because people were receptive of the music, you know, they were receiving everything, the energy, you know, everything was in a different field, in a different space where I felt like artists like you, like an artist that I've never known before, like the type of music that you were doing, it felt like already like you were well established. You know, you were doing something that other people that are established like are doing. You know, and I'm grateful for that you're doing that at this age. You know, because for for other people like they don't take this thing seriously. They want to make it for social media and put it out there. But for you, like you are making means for you to be around the people that love the music. You know, and I'm one of those people that love the music. Thank you so much for that. I just want to say that, my bro, man.
Thank you very much, bro. Like, thank you very much to everybody that showed up at the listening session as well, dog. Like, the session wouldn't have been what it was if it wasn't for you guys. You guys not signing up, I mean, signing up and everything, it wouldn't have been possible. We would have probably canceled the whole thing if nobody had like showed up or anything. Like, so I'm really thankful to everybody and thankful a special shout out, bro. Thank you very much for what you're doing for us, for the culture, bro. Like you, bro, you are so great. Like you don't even realize, bro. Like shout out to everybody as well. Like thank you very much for coming through, supporting your boy at the listening session. Yeah, more things coming up for sure, man. I don't want to reveal much. In terms of the project though, expect visuals. After the project, more projects for sure. Yeah.
It's crazy, my brother, man. Like, it really feels like I'm really inspired with what you're doing there, you know. Because as I said, like young artists who are doing what you're doing, like they really don't care much about taking it to like a space that is so intimate, you know. Because like when you are around people like who receive your music for the first time, because some of us like it was our first time listening, you know. So receiving your music and also like hearing receptions like you are a legend, you are a legend in the making, you are this, you are that, like that for me, like it shows that like you are getting somewhere, you know. And you just have to take yourself out there, show the people to the world that like I'm here and I'm here to stay, you know. So with that, my brother, like I see the collaborations there in that project and also the production. Take us through the production and the collaborations, like how did they came about? Because I've been surprised that like you the guy like was working like in the production, some of the tracks that you're doing. Let's take us through like that process like of producing music, man. It's so crazy that like you producing the music, you are rapping in the music, you are distributing the music. How you do it? Like how do you do those all of those things, man?
It's a lot. It's a lot, yo. Kuninzi mfethu, yo. But with the production, I remember when I was starting out, yabo, in my music career, I couldn't find producers to work with, and I had so much passion for this thing. So I was not gonna let that stop me or anything. So I got a laptop, I got FL Studio, the cracked version for sure. Nobody's paying for that. I got FL Studio, and that's where my journey started. That's where I started learning how to produce for myself. I had to learn this thing, and then from there on, I feel like I don't want to say I've mastered it, but like I'm doing it good enough for what I want to do. Like in terms of like I can make my own beats. I can do my own stuff, yeah, bro, and that's what I want to do. If anybody asks for beats, like I don't know if I can like be sending out beats to people because I don't do it at that level. I just do it for yeah, yeah, bro. And I really enjoy making beats. I'm not gonna lie. I do enjoy making beats and then hopping on them, yeah, bro. Even from the for the project, yeah, bro. I remember one song, Borderline there. I had made that beat, yeah, bro. And on the spot, I was like, this thing is so crazy. I thought of it, like, I thought of the lyrics, I thought of everything. Like, I recorded that thing, like, I think on the same day, yeah, bro. I recorded that hook, Shawty, you find, yeah.
It's all crazy, my brother.
It's so
Can I say
crazy.
something?
Yeah, yeah.
Like that like this song is ringing in my mind right now. It's so crazy that like that type of song, like it sounds like a song that you would hear maybe on a movie, like the sequence of it, like it's dope. That's what I wanted to say.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, bro. Like, that was a sample there. We took a sample there, added some crazy drums there, like nothing too crazy. It's just, but it has this vibey feel to it, and I really enjoyed that. Yeah, bro. I did that hook. I sent it to Kylo. Yeah, bro. And from there on, it was crazy. It's what it was today. Yeah, bro. So it's stuff like that, and also I remember for the camera as well. That's also like I took a crazy sample there. At first, it was a there was an intro there for like the sample, but then we had to take that out because of distributions and stuff like that, and that's why like now it's I did something there, but yeah, you guys can hear it. And when I went back to Eastern Cape, I had to go record Pesh, which is also the feature for the camera, and then Kylo had sent me his verse. It was Kylo's verse first, but then sequencing is something that I take very serious as well. So I had to like I could hear okay, this verses both of them they sound amazing, yeah, but with Pash first, this is something else. You get yeah. So yeah, we just did it like that as well. And Son of the Sunset, that's where hey man, such an emotional song. Yeah, yeah, for sure. That it's also produced by me. But it's you see that bass line, that boom boom. Yeah, that bass line right there. I had a different bass line, yeah, bro, and I sent it to KBR. I sent the song to KBR. He took that bass line out and he did that. I was like, this sounds amazing because what I had done before it was different, but it was like along the same lines. But what he did there is amazing, yeah, bro. And I also had to record Fifi. And then what other song am I? Oh, Only I Can Give. KBR sent me that song. He sent me the beat. I wanted to do some ish. The beat is it's a different kind of beat, yeah, bro. And I wanted to do something different, but I hope people understand what I was trying to do there, man. Ish. I'm sorry for the cussing. I'm sorry for all the nasty stuff I'm saying. Yeah, my bad.
I could say that like that type of track like could be inspired by Kendrick as well for what's the track that he did on the album Mr. Moral and the Steppers. We Try Together.
Oh, we cried together. You can say that. You can say that for sure, for sure, for sure. Because I really loved that song back then. I remember. Yeah. It could have been
Subconsciously.
you never know. Yeah. And that's another thing as an artist, bro. Like sometimes you don't know where you're getting these ideas from. They just come to you, and yeah, well, yeah.
Just to say something on that, because for me as well, like when it comes to like creativity, my bro, like sometimes other things that I'm doing, I don't know where they're coming from, but I'll be doing them, out of a free will that like
I have what it takes to do this thing.
Yeah.
So that's where my creativity start flourishing over and over and over, because I do it regardless. I don't have to find an inspiration somewhere in order to do it.
And sometimes
I
it
need
just
to
comes.
stick to
Yeah.
what I'm doing right now, look at the ways that I can be able to put my science together and come up with something. So my brother, please man, explain more about the song Sound of the Sunset, because that's an emotional track. I wrote about it, when I published the blog. So take us through, man, like, because for me, I felt like that type of track, like, it speaks more about the world that we are living in, more especially like as black young men, like in a world whereby like we're always battling these thoughts of separation in certain spaces, financial pressures, all of that stuff. Take us through, man, about your journey in that track and what were you trying to say to the people like about that track.
Yeah, I read the blog. Thank you very much, bro, for everything that you wrote there. That was very beautiful. The song "Son of the Sunset." Um, when I was writing the song, it was my first time separating from my family and staying here in Cape Town. I wrote it in 2024, so it was my first time being away from family for that long. And somehow I felt I got closer with them, in a way whereby we would be like talking more often now over the phone because like we're far apart. But then back then, like in person, it wouldn't be. Maybe you don't notice it, but then
It does happen.
yeah,
Like can I talk? What you're talking about is that like more the people that the people you grow up with, they are more. It feels like they are more available online than in person, and that is a problem with me as well because I don't like that because when I go back home, there will be a thing where I feel like people like are acting different right now, like maybe they are coming back to their routine again, like who they are. So that type of feeling as well, like I felt it at some point, my brother. So that I think also like that is the thing that I'm always feeling when I go back home. So I enjoy doing what I'm doing right now, right here.
yeah.
But other than less, like I don't have any hate or nothing
Nah, it's
towards
not like
the
that.
people,
Yeah.
but I just love them. But with what you're saying, like I can reflect on that as well and say that like I'm part of that system as well.
Yeah, like when you're far apart from family, it's like you get closer with them, like over the online. But then when you're there, it's not the same. Yeah, bro. Yeah. So I was just reflecting on that, yeah, bro. Like maybe on the first few lines there, like I was reflecting on that, like maybe this longing for home and stuff like that, yeah, bro. But then I get deeper, yeah, bro, talking about my whole existence, my whole upbringing, my background, yeah, bro, and how everything that has happened, has came to shape me, the type of artist and person that I am, yabo. And in on the when it comes to the end, I talk about this encounter that I had with this other guy here. I was at Gardens, yabo, and I forgot what he said exactly, but that's what I got from what he said, yabo. He was like trying to tell me something, yabo, but I couldn't understand at that moment, and I had to sit down with what he was saying. Yeah, well, I tried to break it down, yeah, well, because it really stuck with me. Yeah, well, so yeah, Son of the Sunset is just this song where I'm reflecting on me. I'm an independent guy now. I'm by myself, away from family. How do I feel? How is everything happening? Like my surroundings and everything. Yeah, that's just a reflective song.
I think you're doing well, my brother, in that sense of like being able to reflect because I think also like I'm in that journey as well. Like I'm able to reflect on things, I'm able to say that like I'm going through this and I'm gonna be able to tackle this. Even if like it's not gonna be now, but I'm able at least to see that like I'm going through something, because there were times where sometimes like we deviate away from knowing that like you are going through something, but going through it, and then also like you're always thinking of I can't be weak, I can't be this, I can't be that,
You just minds it. Yeah.
so those are the type of things like as well like I had to reflect on and say that, oh okay, I know that this is what I'm going through. I need to find ways to heal from these processes that I'm going through right now so that I can become a better person for the next person as well, because if you want to be the better person, you got to be a better person for yourself first, and then the next person as well will follow. So that that process as well, I was into it. Like that's why like music as well like is part of that journey where I'm able to listen to someone and find myself in that story as well. And I find myself in your music as well. Like, oh, okay, I understand why he's saying this, because these are the type of things I'm going through. I think also like that relatability, like it goes with the age that we are in right now, you know. Because sometimes like when you listen to music, you want the relatability. You don't want to hear about cars, this or that out there, you know. As much as like we want those things, we desire those things, but sometimes it's not enough for a audience that is hungry, you know, because there are things that are happening in this country right now that affects us, you know, financial pressures that we are looking at, unemployment that we are looking at, all of those things, you know. Sometimes music becomes part of that journey where you feel like, as much as like things are not working the way I want them to be, but at least, you know, so that is why like I'm part of this thing. I'm part of this type of energy that I want to attract in my life, because I've been part of it for years. But now I'm trying by all means to push the young niggas like to the world, pushing all together, because at the end of the day, if I don't give my all to what we're doing, then that means like I'm playing with you and I'm playing around with what I say that I love. So that's why we are here. We're doing what we're doing right now. So my brother, take us through, man. Also, your journey now, like coming here in Cape Town and seeing these spaces that, you know, because you talked about something that has to do with segregation, you know, or black people suffering from segregation that you see right now, like you in front of your eyes, you see that as well. Take us through, man, about Cape Town and the experience you've had in Cape Town so far.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't had any like crazy experiences, yeah, but I have like seen and stuff, yeah, bro, and I just take notes, yeah, bro. Like, oh, okay, it still exists, type shit, yeah, bro. Like, I take note even like sometimes at school, yeah, bro, like just around the living area, yeah, bro. It does still happen. Like you see the segregation, and also segregation in terms of like financial like levels, yeah, well, like here in Cape Town, you got the you got the city where everything is it's fine, everything is perfect. You got they got neighborhood watches, they got people like law enforcement around the city, but then in the Kasi, like that's where they need that stuff. That's where they need it, but why is it not there? Well, it's here. These people here in the city, they don't need it that much, bro. You get so it's a lot of stuff like in terms of just unequalness. Yeah, here in Cape Town, I've seen that a lot, and from coming from Eastern Cape, bro. When I got here in Cape Town in the city, I've never seen this much homeless people in my life, dog. I'm not gonna lie, it's so crazy, bro. Like it shocked me, dog. It like every oh, bro, it's so crazy. Yeah, yeah, here in Cape Town, but in Eastern Cape, it's not like that. I don't know, it's not like that, but yeah, man, everything is just it's different this side, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
I think also like with what is happening right here in Cape Town, I think there's no Ubuntu. Ubuntu, my brother, right here. Like that's what I've noticed. You know, people will always be looking down on each other as if like they're not coming from the same place, same spaces. You know, because some of us like where we are coming from, maybe your East Londons, your Eastern Capes, but when we here in the city, we act as if we don't know each other. We don't see each other simply because now you have this certain exposure or certain things that you are doing for your life. Now you put this persona that you want to wear for other people that are coming from the same place we are coming from. Because where we are coming from, you know that like there isn't much opportunities, there isn't much exposure to different things that can enhance your mind, change the way you think, you know. So being right here in Cape Town, that as well helps you to understand that the world is not just small, it's much bigger than what I know from back at home, you know. So all of those things for me as well, like I've experienced like in experience whereby I see that people they're looking down on each other. As much as like back at home that could as well like play out, but it's not that much. You know, we know how to support each other. We know how to come together when we are in try. But when we are here, every man for himself. So with that, my brother, as well, man, like reflecting on that, what are you trying to achieve with the project, and how are you trying to ensure that the people that you are working with currently right now in the project, how are you trying to work with those people further and further in your journey, and also like who are the people that are managing you now to take this thing to the next level, because the music already is there, but now we need exposure. We need more of you outside. We need more of you finding ways to work around with brands, work around with collaborators who are doing maybe other things besides music. So how are you trying to do that as well?
Yo, yeah. So, firstly, to answer the first question, you asked me how the people that I've collaborated with, how am I looking to manage that? The people that are everybody that I work with, bro. That's family right there, bro. Like that's something. If I work with somebody, I don't just work with them because just for the sake of working with them or maybe having a song with that person. I work with them because I see something special in them and I believe in them, yeah, bro, and they are actually good and I really like their music, yeah, bro. So it's like that. Samaj, Cash, Kylo, Fifi, those are like I think those are the only features I have. If I'm forgetting one, it's KBR, like but I mean like as in lyrically, like in terms of yeah, those are like people that I'm really close with right now. Yeah, bro. I've been close with them since back then. Yeah, bro. Me and Samaj, we've been bros since primary school, bro. Yeah, bro. And for us to be like doing this, chasing this same dream together, it's very it's inspiring for both of us. Like I learn a lot from him. Like he also learns a few things from me as well. So it's that type of relationship with everybody that I work with. We have like a more personal relationship than the music. Yeah, bro. It's more than just the music. And me going forward in terms of working with different brands and working with other people and how I'm managing pushing the music, uh, it's kind of it's kind of tough. But I'm not gonna lie, because this whole thing, I'm my own person, yeah, bro. I manage everything by myself. I don't have a team yet, but that's something that I'm working towards, like building a team, um, so that I have people who can help me in terms of getting me shows and everything. Yeah, bro, like brand collaborations. I want it's something that I want to do. Yeah, bro. Even I'm working on getting a live band so that when I do shows, I do shows with a live band so that I can like. I love live shows, bro. Like live shows are so crazy, you know.
Yeah,
So
they bring it
I enjoy live shows. Yeah, yeah. That's my family right there. Hi guys. Shout out. Yeah, sorry about that, bro.
yeah,
But yeah,
like it's part of the energy, man.
live shows. That I love live shows, so I'm working towards that, and just doing more shows, bro. Like I'm planning on doing more shows. Like I want to be outside more. You get whether I'm connecting with people, meeting new people, just being outside, and yeah, just networking with people, and yeah, and push the music for sure.
I think I'm part of the team, my brother,
Nah,
man.
for
Like,
sure, for sure, for sure. Cupcast is family, bro. Come on.
because for me, like, what I'm trying to do is that it's not even about like trying to enrich myself with what we are doing right now, but also like trying to have an input in your career, you know. So whenever like where they were to say that like Sive is not here anymore, at least I've done my part. I've played my part where I've helped someone to get to the next step, you know. Because I know that when you're talking about like management and this or that, it's difficult to find that like at this space in time in your life, you know. More especially like when you still got things to do as well, like besides just music, you know. So finding that balance is difficult. And then also having to find people that are genuinely about what you want,
It has to be like that as well.
it's difficult, you know, because some people they just want to get the exposure with you and then take from you, you know. That as well is part of the reality that you must know that like it's part of the reality, you know. And in that reality you must be able to find ways that you are able to say, okay, you've used me, but at least I got this from you, you know. So that hand in hand working with people, you must be able to find that balance where you understand that like as much as like I want to work with you, but people will use you at some point. They will want to take from you. But you, what are you taking from them as well? You know, so it must be hand in hand, and you must be able to find someone who's willing to do the extra mile.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
taking it to the next level. You know,
Not
so
to cut
those
you
are the
off, man.
things.
Last year, I met somebody at this. There was this switch put me on. It was happening in Woodstock at Roxy. I was there and I met a guy called Andrew Maggot, and he's told me something that like really stuck with me. Right? He was like, "You don't need a manager yet. At, at your point, yeah. Well, if you can run everything by yourself, do it by yourself. Well, you don't need a manager or somebody that's gonna take away from you and not add any value into what you're doing. Because if for me as well, if I want to have a manager, it has to be somebody that wants the best for me. Like they need to have the best interest and heart for me, not somebody that's just gonna, oh, I see an opportunity here in Evan Flows. Now he's blowing up. Now he's got something going on. Let's just, yeah, yeah. I don't need that. I don't need that energy in my life. I need somebody that's going to be genuine and really want the best for me.
Yeah, man, my brother, man. As we're about to close like this episode, today at this mild weather in Cape Town, just chilling right here in this residence right now. What do you want to leave for the people, man, out there? But before that, just want to hear about the highlights. I saw this project you guys worked on with, is it Samach, Pesh, Kalo, and Kalo is there, like his features as well. Okay, yeah, yeah. So those people as well, like who are part of that project, like take me through, man, like that project, because I think also that project needs more exposure, needs more backing. Because I think of, by the way, like every music that you have like needs more backing, because I think you have what it takes like to make a hit song. The production is dope, my brother. It's very tough, more especially like for someone like who's really doing it like at this stage. Bro, like you're gone already, man. Like I would always say this over and over, man, like until you get to a point where you are able to make a more better version of yourself, because we still need that as well. You know, it might not be the best version of yourself right now, but I think also you there. That is your prime. That is your prime already. But in that prime right now, with what I'm seeing, the highlights and everything, it's too much, my brother. Please take us through, man, that project. Please, 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 my brother.
Okay, it's a lot to unpack, but I'm gonna try to make it short. Yeah, yo, highlights. Thank you very much for asking about that, bro. Like, I'm really excited to share about that.
I love the music.
Yeah, yeah. Highlights. It's basically it's this thing that we're working on with the brothers, passion so much, but obviously because of the segregation with them being that side and me being this side, we the chemistry is not really good, like in terms of whereby yeah, in terms of whereby we can shoot visuals and stuff like that for that music. Yeah, bro. That's why the only video we have it's for the one with Kaido, because we shot that here in Cape Town. Yeah, yeah, it's on YouTube. Yeah, 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 you should check it out. It's a good video as well. But what we're trying to do there, man, it's basically a little, that's a little page whereby we just any music that me, Pash, and Samaj put together, that's where we're dropping it. It's like a little band we're trying to have there, like a group thingy there, you see. And with the project, that's a crazy project, but I really enjoyed that project as well. It's very beautiful. The production, that was me on the production with Samaj on the last song there, and we worked on that 2023 or before that. It was before that even, yeah, bro. And I really had fun working with the brothers, man. I'm not gonna lie. And uh, you see the song that you love, Ain't Enough.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be there actually. It was supposed to be there, but me and so much decided to drop it as a single, and I'm really grateful that he let me do that. And
Ain't enough.
Ain't Enough. Yeah, 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 for sure. What else did you ask me again, bro? I'm sorry.
But yeah, that was it. Like
The highlights, yeah, highlights, bro. Please check it out. Highlights. We're building something there for sure. Highlights. It's this little band that we're putting together, and anything that we do together is gonna be out there on highlights. Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I asked you also like, what are you trying to leave for the people out there?
Oh yeah, yeah. That's the one I wanted to get into. That's the one I wanted to get into for sure. What am I trying to leave for the people? As in,
Like any message you want to leave,
okay.
whatever that you have in your heart right now in this world of Cape Town.
Anything that I have to say right now, bro, is the support has been amazing. I'm not gonna lie. You guys are going crazy. I wasn't expecting this. I'm not gonna lie, dog. You guys are going crazy on the streaming platforms, YouTube, everywhere. You guys have been going crazy. I see you. You guys are really listening to the music. Like you guys really want the music. Like you guys were anticipating it. I didn't expect it on this level though. But thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for believing in me. Thank you very much for coming through to the listening session. Most of all, bro, like that was really a great turnout for me. Like I didn't expect that. And thank you very much for supporting your boy, man. And that's all I have. I just have thanks, guys. I don't want to ask for anything more. I'm just gonna thank you guys. Thank you very much, man. I'm so humbled. Yeah.
Yeah, man. We came, we saw my brother, 11 Flows from the Eastern Cape, where I'm coming from as well. We here, man, like we're pushing Creatives, are all pushing all the way through, man. And I think also the music, man, keep streaming the music, keep pushing the guy. We deserve this type of artist, like to take it to the world. And that's where we're taking it right now, step by step with him throughout. Just keep pushing, man. This is nothing more enough for Creatives are all pushing. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Love, brother, man. Love always, my bro. Love, my brother.
Thank you very much.